All right, let's try this again. I know this is a hack job, man, but Chad is getting the episode up. We're gonna let people. We're gonna let people find this new one. I'm gonna delete all of these from the channel when we are all done, guys, because this should not live on this channel. Let's try again. Right now, I'm actually writing off of my phone because mooching the internet from my neighbor didn't actually work. No, for some reason, our internet's been having issues the past 48 hours, and I keep having to restart it. And so I just decided, screw that. We're going to stick to phone internet for now. If it keeps dying, I don't know, man. We can swear without cork squeaks because I'm going to delete this later. So yeah, Burley, exclusive content. And maybe I can magnificent bastard your mead here. Burley in your mead, you magnificent mead-like bastard. I think I'm a Wi-Fi mooch. No, I'm not actually. It's not actually true. Oh, so I never added the Lagavulin 16. So yeah, I have Google Fiber, and I'm not sure what's going on and why it's causing me problems. But that's what's been causing me problems. Google Fiber has been crapping out on me. Okay, I'm gonna add a dash of Lagavulin 16. Who's with me? 3 cheers for Burley. Thanks, Chris. Okay. So people are still going to be commenting on the old video. Feel free to comment over there that we've moved over here. Oh yeah, a little dash of. Okay, I'm going to admit to something, Evan. Don't tell Christina, but I don't actually have any Ardbeg in the house. There's no Ardbeg in my house right now. It is all in my office, and it's all at the academy. Whoops. Oh man, I know, it's true, it's horrible. Josh, no. Visiting hours for the distillery are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just when we're open. Friday and Saturday, 11 to 8, and Sunday 2 to 7. The tower is sort of only for invite only and for tours. And I think it's funny that Eric Waite just called me a blasphemer, a heretic for not having Ardbeg. Yeah, it's fair enough. Fair enough. I feel like that's deserved.
Maybe we should remedy that.
Yeah, I think I need to go buy some Ardbeg.
That's fine with me.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that'll do. That's a sherried Lagavulin. The Lagavulin took over the whole glass, even with a little dash, and it turned into a sherry cask Lagavulin 16.
So Ron Swanson.
Wow, that's bizarre.
It really did.
Wow, I can't believe it. Okay. Oh, Whiskey Tribe. Rex is here. Hey, Rex, I've got all of this whiskey that you don't have. Look, I got Lagavulin. I got Aberlour. Hey, get the lore. I got Bunnahabhain 16, and I'm drinking all of it without you. Wait, I got lore. I got. Oh yeah, shit's going down. Rex is just jealous. Just stew in it. Just stew in it. Oh man. Okay. Thing is, Rex getting down here is going to take forever. And Eric, yeah, we have pins for the Psalms. They wear them at their discretion. Plot twist: Rex is driving over in a car right now, commenting from his phone. If the doorbell rings, I'm just gonna let you know. If my doorbell rings, I'm not answering it.
Neither am I.
Although now that I think about it, Rex is closer to the tower and the whiskey vault than he is to my house. So his revenge could just be to head over to the tower, break into the whiskey vault, and start drinking all of the whiskey. Then again, I may have just given him ideas. Okay, so the drink of choice tonight is 50% Abalur Abanad, about 20% to 30% Edredauer 14, and about 10-20%-ish of Lagavulin 16. Yeah, I'm digging that. Okay. Eric, if you want to come hang out with us at the Whiskey Channel, just give me a ring. Or for the song course, let me know. We'll figure something out. Mad scientist, Patron, man. I'll tell you, is it weird that I feel like I see your tags, and I'm not really. I feel like I know you just from the tags on your names, but I don't actually know you. And Rex, the reason we're live streaming, check your text messages. Check your text messages, and you'll see why we're live streaming. The short version is we had no episode for tonight until about 5 minutes ago when Chad thinks he finally found it again. And so he is uploading tonight's episode, but probably not for another 30 minutes. And in the meantime, we didn't think we had an episode, so we decided to live stream. So if anyone's getting here now, the reason that we're here is because we thought we didn't have an Advent video, and I decided to make sure that there was something for you in case you were here hanging out waiting for the 7 o'clock episode. But you're still going to get the episode tonight. So now you get both. Now, remember, at my house, I only keep the fancy whiskeys, and it's not because I only drink fancy whiskey at my house. It's because those last forever. Like this bottle of Edredor is 4 years old, and it's still got whiskey in it. That's how long stuff stays at my house. Guys, when I get home, I don't drink whiskey. I'm over whiskey by the time I get home. By the time I get home, I drink water, lots of water. Only on the weekends do I finally like, oh, I'll have some whiskey with a cigar. All right. And yes, I did trim the beard slightly for people who are asking. Crimson Blood Rose. Where's that mezcal? And a new glass. I'm going to drink a little mezcal on the Whiskey Channel. If this happens, if I drink a sip, here's the question. If I drink a little sip of mezcal on a live stream for the Whiskey Vault, does this whole thing cave in and collapse in on itself and we all wake up and it was a dream? It's possible. It's possible. Yeah. We're about to find out.
2 mezcals.
Okay. So I've got the classic Del Maguey Vita. And I've got one that was a gift. El Recuerdo. So let's find out. Let's find out what's going to happen. I haven't tried this this one yet. I really like mezcal because it's kind of smoky, but when am I becoming a level 4? We're still designing the course. And so far I've been working on the level 4 design for a year and a half, and I still haven't settled completely on what we're going to be covering and teaching. So it's going to be a while.
You throw a little green chili vodka.
Yes, mezcal is absolutely the Scotch of Mexico, or the Isla Scotch of Mexico. And that's why I love it. It's smoky tequila. Oh, yeah. And then, well, this is going to be freaking people out. We're doing all these other spirits. Now, I am going to delete this. We're not going to keep this because Chad's uploading the real video tonight. So I'm going to delete this, and there's only about 500 of us hanging out anyway. Deleting it. Well, you guys are still here. I drink mezcal. You guys are still here. I'm coming back to the Scotch. And yeah, the Lagavulin. So what's weird is I think of Lagavulin 16 as a lighter version of the Islas. I mean, it's still smoky. Don't get me wrong. It's smoky. It's rich, but I think it's more nuanced and kind of subtle, and got all of these dancing flavors. But man, when it got mixed in with those Speysides, it took over just as much as Laphroaig would have taken over, or an Ardbeg would have taken over. That's crazy. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. This is the weird one, but a really good friend of mine, my oldest friends in the world, brought me a whiskey for my or a spirit for my birthday from California, just because he thought it would be interesting for me to get a chance to try it. And it's from St. George, which I've tried some of their other spirits, and but it's their green chili. And essentially what it is it's a vodka with a bunch of the jalapenos, habaneros, serranos, and bell peppers in it. So think of it like a gin, where instead of distilling herbs in it, you were distilling a crap ton of peppers. And damn, you take a sip, your brain goes, whoa! And then you think, yeah, I could do that again. Oh. Okay. Wow, that's weird. Oh, it lingers. Okay, this is St. George green chili. That's some spicy pepper. Be careful. Stick around if this thing goes in and out. I'm still looking like I'm seeing stuff, but it goes out for you. It's just because we're running off of my phone right now. This is made in California, St. George Spirits, Alameda. If anyone wants to know what that's for. Whew! That's some serious. All right. Okay, I'm going back to the Scotch because that was kind of fun, but really, Scotch. Okay, so what happens if you lose your sense of smell? I actually really like that question. Give. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. I am terrified of that, actually. That other people have dreams where they imagine themselves naked in a room full of people. I wake up to night terrors thinking that my smell is gone. Because more than 70% of smell, or of taste, is smell. You lose your smell and everything goes out the window. And can you imagine if with what we do for a living, our sense of smell was gone? I've had a lot of friends who are on chemo who lost their sense of smell during chemo treatments, and I talked to them about it, and it's just, that's my nightmare right there. I would rather. Oh, hey, Whiskey Vault Advent Calendar Day 11 that Chad deleted. Incoming. And by the way, that was not me. That was Chad. So I tell you what, Chad's going to tell me when that video goes live. And when it does, we're going to toast out of this live stream and I'm going to go eat dinner with the wife. Now, I appreciate you guys. It's I was going to say it earlier. It's weird to read your names here. And just because of comments and all of the different stuff that we do together, feel like we know each other. We're closing in on Christmas. We're only a few weeks out. It's the best time of the year, and damn, what a kick-ass community we get to hang out in, right? I mean, I always hassled people who said they had friends on the internet until I met you guys. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I got a lot of friends on the internet. And I don't really say it out loud, but it's true. And you guys are awesome. And happy Christmas to you. And Damn. Thank you for this magnificent journey we all get to go on. Uh-oh. Rex is giving me shit for being sappy. Nerds. Yeah, Rex is as allergic to endearment, terms of endearment, as he is to dad jokes. Uh, the word, if you really wanted Rex's worst nightmare, it would be to stop, grab him by the arm, look him in the eye, and seriously say, "I love you." that would that would just that'd be hilarious.
I think I should.
Yeah. All right. uh, okay, so I sort of ruined the fact that DK Gill, cheers to you, sir. I sort of dig the fact that I ruined my two space sides with Lagavulin and 16 because really it just made it great. It just made it great. Let's be honest. It's better. Yep. That Lagavulin 16 took over, but Sherry Cask, and that's still the winner. Okay, one last question. Body paint, really, Jeffrey? One last question. What do you guys do for Boxing Day? Because I have a plan for Boxing Day, and I haven't told my wife yet. She's sort of standing right here. She's about to find out. I decided that this year for Boxing Day, I wanted to do the Boxing Day that I used to have with friends that we haven't done in ages. Boxing Day, in case you don't know, is a traditional English holiday the day after Christmas. Traditionally, it was when servants got presents. That was their Christmas because they were busy serving on Christmas Day. So a day after Christmas, they got their Christmas. So Boxing Day is traditionally now in the UK. You give to the poor, you go volunteer, you donate to charity, and you spend just a hangout day with friends. So my plan is I'm going to open up our house on like, hey, starting at 10 a.m. and going until whenever nobody wants to hang out, stop by and then leave. We're not going to feed you. We may have some food around. We will definitely have whiskey around. If you want to eat, bring your own food. We'll probably be watching Lord of the Rings or something. And we'll just hang out all day long, come and go as you want. And this Advent calendar that we are doing has so much whiskey in the bottles that I've got more than half left of every bottle I've tried so far of the 20 bottles. And that means I'm going to bring the whole Advent calendar home, and we're going to drink the Advent calendar on Boxing Day of just whichever whiskey is left, whoever wants to try it. So, what's your plan for Boxing Day? No. I'm not inviting you. Yeah, my wife just said, "Did you just invite all of the whiskey tribe to Boxing Day at our house?" Like, no. It was a suggestion. It was a suggestion. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's good stuff. Okay. Oh, all day Star Wars. So, self-sufficient men. My oldest friend, in music, Darren Clark, and probably one of my closest friends, guitar player in my old band. Every Boxing Day, what we did was we would go over to his place and he would play all of the Star Wars movies, the original 3, from start to finish. We would watch all of them back to back, and that was Boxing Day. And so you sort of hit a a soft spot with Star Wars Boxing Day. That would totally work. All right, we got about 5 minutes left, guys, and we're gonna shut this down and probably delete it forever. Just because, come on, this can't be something that everyone else stumbles onto. This needs to stay ours. Okay, so man, I really love this blend I created. What else do we have in there that's interesting? Something to toast out with. We can't use our whiskey. That doesn't count. We'll always have Paris, everybody. Okay, so man, you guys, you're moving so fast on the chat stream. I'm having a hard time keeping up and responding in the last 5 minutes. What whiskey am I drinking on Christmas? Honestly, I'm gonna be at my parents' house, and my dad has a great whiskey selection. So it's probably just gonna be whatever interesting things my dad has. Now I do know his two fancy ones. One of his fancy ones is Bunnahabhain 25. My guess is we'll start with Bunnahabhain 25, and then we'll switch to something less expensive. You know what? Screw it. Guys, we're ending with Balcones, and we're ending with my current second favorite Balcones because Balcones. And Texas whiskey, come on, man. I tried, Rex and I tried a wheat whiskey on the episode. You'll see it in one of the upcoming days. Damn, if Texas doesn't have a trademark flavor. It really does, man. It just, that heat just kicks everything up times 10. So I love the single malt. It's classic. The Mirador is the best thing Balcones has ever created, in my opinion. And so I don't have the Mirador at the house right now, but I do own 2 cases of Mirador because when I discovered how amazing it was, for about 2 months I went around and then I called Jared, the master distiller, and I was like, hey, can I get some more of that Mirador? And he said, well, you don't have any left. It's all at retail. And so for about 2 months, I spent every retail moment buying every bottle of Mirador I could find. And so now I own about 2 to 3 dozen bottles of Mirador because Mirador. But I will say my second favorite from Balcones is, and this is hard to see because of the reflection, the Balcones peated single malt release. This one is ringing in at 63% alcohol. It's 25 months in oak, and it's so good. It's so good, man. When Balcones is left to the devices of what Jared and yeah, you know, anyway, what the guys at Balcones would choose to do, they just make amazing whiskey. And I always feel like a fanboy talking about Balcones, but the problem is it's because I am. So you discount, and Zach is a badass. Discount and, you know, caveat, understand that I love Balcones, and it was before I ever knew any of them. I thought they were amazing, but I'm never going to be able to be totally objective on Balcones whiskey. It's just not possible. Oh, Balcones or Longmorn? Crap! It's like choosing between your babies. What are you, Solomon? Cut it in half. Which one of you wants the baby? Oh, oh, last call. So John Cetera, tag name John Cetera, partial to Garrison. So Garrison is a little bit over my head because it's so oaky. But man, if you really are in love with Garrison, you've just found home because everything they're making is in that. I think it's like Balcones. I think Garrison has a distillery profile, and if you fall in love with it, then you'll be in love with everything that they do. No, Garrison's fine. Anything curb height. I'm the average male height, man. All right. Oh, by the way, Josh, I haven't tried the wheated bourbon yet. Yeah. Oh, come on. It's peat smoke and molasses. Who thought you could combine peat smoke with molasses? It's magnificent. I'm just telling you. That's good stuff. Trick, we did a whiskey and cheese episode during Dry Week a while back. It's probably the only one we're ever going to do. And it's because I don't like cheese. Sorry. I'm a redneck cheese eater. I like cheddar and jack.
Although
But when you get to like the
cheddar-
really fancy cheeses, I'm out. Favorite Canadian right now? I don't know. I actually have 3 or 4. The Weiser's Dissertation is amazing. But I also really love the Laird of Fintry. Oh, you going to bed? All right, hang on a second. I'm giving my son a good night hug.
You did the rock sign. Behind you.
He gave a rock sign while I was giving him a hug. Son of a bitch. Okay. All right. Yep, Balcones is it. Balcones is the deal. Many some. You know what's funny is both of my boys are going to grow up, and so actually one of the coolest things about having boys who like this kind of stuff and like being around the property and the distillery is you read the history of Scottish whiskey, and what you read about is multi-generational distillers. And you read stories of small distilleries, or stories of small distilleries where the children are going to college but still working in the distillery, or studying to be lawyers and still running the mash tuns. And I think America is headed to one of the greatest whiskey eras in the history of whiskey, as the second generation of the current craft distillery movement gets handed the reins of American distilling, and they start with all of this knowledge and then take it only places we could never have possibly imagined. I think that's amazing. All right, Whiskey Vault is announcing. By the way, Whiskey Vault, this Chad posting that the channel's going up. Jason Busey, I love that there's a lot of people were worried for our safety with the shenanigans episodes and OSHA. Just know that no matter how risky I get, it's all going to be fine. And Rex will take care of me. Right, Rex? Right? You will, right? Okay. So here's the toast. Are you ready? Chad's posting the video. Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking. I'm going to give you a second to catch up. If you fight, let's see one of you post it. If you fight, I'm going to wait until the chat catches up. Here we go. It's not there yet. Ah! May you fight for a friend, Crimson Blood Rose. If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart. And if you drink, may you drink with us. Cheers to you guys.